Morning Rush on 98.7 Kiss Country.
7:34, and we've got some sunshine. Actually, all week long they're talking about sunshine, which is going to be great. But you know what's that? Holiday season here. Pete, does that mean you guys keep working, or do you guys get the day off, or the guys all taking the weekend off?
Depends on what's going on.
Really?
But yeah, no, we are looking like we'll be pretty good shape. So they'll be enjoying some time off as well.
Well, there you go. That's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, are there a lot of projects that are left?
Well, there are probably 3 or 4, and as of tomorrow, there'll be 1. So we will be opening the Floyd interchange in the next few hours. That
What?
Yep, that will be open by mid-morning.
Really?
Just everything goes as planned. They will be probably, what time is it now? 7:30. The plan is, I think, around 8:30 to put the traffic lights in flashing red in all directions, and then they will start removing barricades and making the transition so that the eastbound, southbound traffic will start using the new overpass and the on and off ramps. And once that's all transitioned over, the lights will be put into a different program. The traffic lights will remain there throughout the winter. And yeah, everything will be opened up there. So the eastbound, southbound traffic will be using the overpass and the ramps. The westbound, northbound traffic will be pretty much as they are now, except it won't be head to head. There will be a right turn lane going into Floyd, and then one through lane going through that intersection. The far inside lane will remain closed throughout the winter. We need it for snow storage because there's a big embankment right there that's not going to hold a lot of snow. So we need it for snow storage, and just kind of one of those things where it's what everybody's used to right now, and we'll keep it like that for the winter shutdown, and then things will obviously change again when we start construction in the spring. And then north-southbound traffic will be back open. You'll be able to use the county road again. So that should all be taking place in the next couple hours.
Wow, that's exciting, Pete. Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Where it's one of those things too where everything just worked out, and there's a lot of work that our inspectors and our contractors put in out there, and paid off. They're going to have it open, I believe, and I'm almost positive that when we set this up, we set November 22nd as the date to have it open. Yeah. And it's gonna, unless something really weird happens, it's gonna take place. So
wow, less than an hour, it'll be back open, back to normal, kind of.
Well, won't be less than an hour. That's when the traffic lights will change, but everything should be back open by mid-morning. So a couple hours. Let's not push it here, Jay. It's only about 6 or 7 months. Let's not knock an hour or two off.
Oh, well, that's good to hear that a lot of those things are wrapping up, and well, of course, good timing because we've had a few snowfalls and in cold weather. So
yep, and the bridge on 169 north of Algona, that should open up this afternoon. The bridge on Highway 17 by Renwick, that should open up tomorrow. And then the only other project we really have going right now is the resurfacing project in the west of Britt, over in that area, and all the asphalt and everything is down. They're probably going to continue working over there, doing some shoulder work and stuff for the next week or two, as long as weather allows. That should just be a few lane closures in some small areas. So, but yeah, other than that, things are wrapping up. So, like you said, just in time.
Yeah, no kidding. You got big plans for the holiday then? Doing some traveling, or are you gonna stick around and roast a turkey or something?
Well, I will be smoking a turkey, but I'll probably be doing it up in North Dakota with my family. So if everything works out, that's the plan anyway.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, our turkey's already done. My wife cooked it the other day, or put it in a roaster.
Nothing wrong with that.
And it tastes delicious. You got to taste it.
Well, I was going to say, you can't eat it yet.
Well, no, but when you're cutting things, I cut the bird. So, look at this piece. This one, it fell off the cutting board.
Oh, believe me, I carved the one that I smoke too, and yeah, it doesn't all make it to the table.
Right, exactly. I'm like, no, I have to wait till Thursday to eat this thing. Come on. Yeah, that was her plan. She wanted to get it done early, so that way it was less of a mess on Thursday.
Sure.
So that way now we can cook the ham and at least we know the turkey's done and it's going to work. So you don't have to, sometimes I'm sure there's a few families out there that every now and then you go, hey, look at that. Yeah, call Pizza Hut. We messed up.
Do the Christmas Vacation where it just explodes because it's so dry.
Right. Yeah. It cook it too long.
Yep.
There's one that we were actually talking about this story. Had the neighborhood was over the other night watching the football game, and which there wasn't much to watch, so we got talking about Thanksgiving and everything. So it was we were talking about frying turkeys and doing all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever done that?
I have. When I was in Rochester, Minnesota. We were talking about it on the radio one morning, and when I was going out to do it, the fire trucks were there. The firemen showed up, and it was only because they heard us talking about it. They were big listeners of the radio station.
Okay.
And I said, what are you guys doing here? They go, well, we heard you guys talking about you going to be frying a turkey, so we thought we'd come out just to be on the safe side.
Nothing wrong with being a little proactive.
yeah, but for them to show up like before I even lit the thing.
Well, like I said, proactive. That way they're ready to go just in case. And maybe you have a reputation.
Well, word travels fast all the way from Iowa to Minnesota.
I guess.
Yeah, but we were talking about that. So we did it up there, and everything went fine. I went to do it down here in Iowa one time, and this is about the only time. There's 2 times that I almost got divorced, Pete.
Oh boy.
That was when I recorded my wife snoring.
Yep.
And played that on the air. That was not a good day.
Probably not.
and because she had everything timed out, I was going to fry the turkey. So we had it outside because you want to do it outside. You don't want to do it indoors or in the garage even.
Right.
And it was a little bit breezy that day. Well, we were sitting around having a couple of beverages, talking, and then, didn't realize that the fire went out, the flame on the fryer or the.
How come most of your stories when something happens start with, well, we were having a couple beverages?
Right. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But
it happens.
So so the oil cooled down.
Sure.
And then I had to get the oil. So then she's like, I didn't want to tell her, but I had to because I'm going, hey, you know what? The flame just went out. And I said, it just went out when it didn't. And it'd been out for a couple of minutes because I'm like panicking now going, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Because she's got everything timed out inside. So it's supposed to be done the same time the turkey's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I went and told her, then she was all upset that the turkey wasn't going to be done when I said it was going to be done. But I said, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Mother Nature blew out the flame.
So crock pots are for. Just put the green bean casserole and the potatoes in a crock pot, put it on low. Everything's fine.
That's what I thought too. But a lot of stress around the old Brooks home on a Thanksgiving when you're hosting it and turkey goes out.
Yeah. Never want your turkey to go out.
Oh boy. But that was so it ended up good.
Good.
So she stayed with me, and for better or for worse, Pete.
There's a bump every once in a while.
There is. Those are the 2 times that I've been very, very close to divorce.
Well, I'm glad things worked out.
Well, me too, Pete.
For you and Deb.
Now, how long do you go stay somewhere, or do you have people over to your house for the holidays? Is it just a couple of days, or?
No, we're gone. We spend a good chunk of the weekend up with my family, and then the Christmas we have people over at our place. So.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
So, well, that's good. Is it like 4 days? Because they say that the longest you should stay at somebody's house is like 4 days. Otherwise, it gets annoying after that.
Let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yep, we leave on the 5th day, so we're in the grace period.
Right. Oh, there you go. Yeah, because otherwise you're going to get annoyed, or they're going to get annoyed with you.
We'll be just fine.
I mean, have you ever had people over and you're laying in bed there and you're going, whew, what a day. When are these people leaving?
Actually, I'm pretty lucky. We have not had to deal with that yet.
Really?
Yep, but my family still got kids and everybody's so busy, so they haven't been down here for a while. So we'll see what happens in the next few years.
Right. See how many things get broke.
Right.
We didn't mean to. We're just throwing the football around. Jumping on the couches. I know, Pete. This is what people are going to be going through. Not everybody, but
they're not that young. At least I don't expect any of that to happen
Does it get on?
unless you're going to start another story. Well, I was having a few beverages.
Right, yeah. I've got a few more, Pete, but
Yeah.
but nothing was close to divorce. Well, there was
Good.
this one time. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah. So well, good deal. Well, people drive safe out there. Is there anything they should know over the weekend to traveling though, Pete?
As always, check the 511IA website or the 511IA app. The weather's looking pretty good. Doesn't mean there can't be some areas of frost, when you're driving, especially early in the morning. So be aware of that. And again, if you're traveling to other states, all the other states have 511 websites and as well. So check those out, and then just give yourself time, slow down. You keep going over the obvious things, wear the seat belts, avoid distractions, but it really, really can be the difference between life and death. So
Yeah.
make sure you do those things, get where you're going, and have a great holiday weekend, everybody.
Excellent, Pete. Thank you so much. Well, you have a great one as well, and we'll talk to you on the flip side of Thanksgiving.
Sounds good. Enjoy Thanksgiving, Jay.
Oh, for sure. I won't blow anything up, I don't think.
I'll be happy to hear that.
Well, it can because the turkey's already done.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure you'll have other opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Still got these fireworks yet for 4th of July.
I know you have a fire pit, so we'll just leave it at that.
All right. Pete, have a great time. All right.
All right. You too, Jay.
That's the good stuff.
Good stories that happen all the time. Here's a few of them. A 10-year-old girl in Missouri named